Hello, Jodi, and everyone. Yes, everyone. Welcome to part two of the greatest show on earth, otherwise known as the Prepare for VC Best of 2021 Startup Showcase. I'm going to make sure, by the way, um, maybe towards the end, if it's not here, I will put the article that we wrote about these amazing founders in the chat. But until then, welcome everyone. And what we're going to be doing here is hearing some amazing founders. So first, foremost, Jodi Frank, culinary. My friend, take it away.
Hello, hello. I'm so glad to be here. Can you hear me okay? Okay.
Yes.
So I wanted to start off with a little industry perspective because not everybody is pays attention to things that when it's related to food that's outside of what they do. So there's approximately 2 million farmers in the United States who sell direct to consumer. Many are young, they're educated, they're motivated, they're tech savvy, and they're looking to make a change with food insecurity and climate change through regenerative farming. And this can happen within 5 to 10 year period if they're successful. So I'm Jodi Frank, I'm the founder of Culinary, a growth platform for the massive, potential, lucrative $70 billion farm-to-home table industry. While 93% of consumers would prefer to shop local and buy direct, farmers face a 50% annual churn with consumers, leaving them with an unstable business model. When consumers buy local in-season food to eat sustainably, it's really different than the typical grocery experience, and consumers need support and education, and they're looking to the farmer for that help. And as with any business owner, farmers need the right tools to efficiently provide customer support. So Culinary creates a bridge between the farmer and their customer, the home cook. Within the Culinary community, farmers can provide support and get feedback from their customers. Our earliest farm customers have raved about how much time they save and how easy it is to use and improve their customer relations. One farmer said she was selling out of her bison ground meat simply by providing a QR code to her Culinary profile at the farmer's market. There's no other platform available that meets the needs of this specific industry. We launched Culinary in late 2020, and we've been hitting all of our milestones, and we're well on our way to capturing this market with thousands of home cooks and farmers already on the platform. We're seeking $500,000 in seed capital, which we just opened up, to reach 2,000 farms and $1 million in revenue within 12 to 18 months, and 20% of the total available market, and $140 million in revenue within 5 years. By solving the farm-to-home table challenge, we help regenerative farms be successful, and that in turn will solve climate change, support human health, and eradicate food deserts. If you'd like to learn more, please catch some time here at the conference with me, or I put a link to my calendar in the chat. You can schedule a meeting, and I'm willing to take questions now.
Steve,
I can't hear you, Steve.
There we go. Sorry. That mute button is very, very sticky. All I was saying is if anybody wants to get in touch with Jodi, yeah, Jesse knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's like really sticky. But please give her your questions in the Q&A section or right here in the chat. She's going to be here all day to get into video meetings. Investors, please pay attention because this is a very cool startup. And speaking of cool startups, I would now like to move on to Kurt Austin from Pictosafe.
How you doing, everybody? Just want to show you something what I do every day, all day when I go to work. And that's what I get to do all day long at work. Not sing the banjo. The PPE may recognize a couple of those images as what keeps you safe at work. That's what I do. I help companies stay safe at work. What I actually have learned over the past decade plus is that there are 3 things people want to know. What happened? What do I need to fix it? And where do I get my stuff? So Basically, what we have created is a way for workers and businesses to coordinate and communicate a way to stay safe at work using just this. It's actually quite simple. By working with the manufacturers, the vendors, the people who sell the goods, and the customers that wear them, we actually have to coordinate how we can get their stuff quickly and efficiently. Because after those 3 questions, what do I need? How do I fix it? Where do I get it? They always ask, how do I store it? How much does it cost? And then what? And that's what we've done. That's the secret sauce, is coming and talk to me, finding out after my 20 years who the manufacturers are, who the customers are, and who sells to them. I actually have 3 companies working with me right now with letters of intent that want to work in this space. I'm extremely excited about this space because I get to talk safety all day long. How cool is that? I spend all day keeping people safe. That's an amazing thing. It's what I do. It's what I've done for 20 years, actually. It's more than a decade. That's what I like to do. We want to talk a little bit more. I'm looking at getting $250,000 to try and raise and complete what I've been doing, and I want to show you what we can do. Contact me. All my bio is available at kurtaustin.live, and you can actually see me riding a bull. I've been 7,000 feet underground. I've been at the top of towers, and I've ridden a bull for 2.5 seconds and been thrown to the ground. My name's Kurt. I'm Pictosafe. Have a great day, everyone.
Wow. Amazing. Stay safe, everybody. So, Kurt, great pitch. And once again, everybody, if you have any questions at all for the founders, put them into the Q&A box or put them into the chat. Find Kurt. He's going to be going all around the conference to the various networking tables, the Paper VC networking table, and all sorts of other ones. And yeah, Kurt, amazing job. With that, I'm going to hand it over to another Stephen Leventhal from Internet FM.
Okay, hi there. All right, let me go ahead and grab the share screen.
There you go.
Yep, pitch for VC, allow. Okay, you see the screen, right?
Not just yet.
Okay,
now we do.
Where is it?
Perfect.
Okay, good.
Got
All right, let me go to my main screen. All right. So I'd like to introduce myself. I am Stephen Leventhal. I am the co-founder and CEO of Internet FM. We're hand-curated radio. And we believe in internet radio for passionate music fans. And that passion is a word you're going to hear in the next couple minutes here. Our vision is building this interactive relationship between listeners and broadcasters. And don't worry about all this stuff on the screen. I've got a lot of slides, so I just kind of want to zip through a couple of the key slides. But as we see it, our problem in the industry is that none of the streaming providers is serving this market for, again, passionate audiophiles. And that's really what we're all about. What makes us unique is that it's a $18.5 billion marketplace with at least 500 million paying subscribers. And these are numbers as of March of 2022. But there is plenty of satisfaction with a lot of the platforms. So we know that there's an opportunity. So what have we done? We built our own app, and this is a radio app. What is this radio app comprised of? 50 radio stations. And like me, I've got 30 years of radio experience. They are all passionate owner operators. And a lot of them have broadcast experience, mostly large music libraries. And instead of taking tens of thousands of stations, we decided to pick the best of the best of the best. So here's a couple numbers that we can show you. 150K bootstrapped, 150K angel funding, 3,000 downloads on the platforms. We have 1,000 monthly active users. That number has doubled since the end of last year. And we've got 500,000 listeners coming on other platforms that we are going to take. So our plan is we're going to have a $4.99 per month subscription that we're going to start late in Q4 or early next year. And because our low cost of operation, we really only need about 5,000 paid subscribers to break even. So what is going to happen here, and we're working right now on an interactive piece. And once we do that, we're going to be able to link broadcasters, listeners, as well as musicians. And this little triangle is going to give us a very, very unique product here. So how we've done this is not just myself and my co-founder, which is my son, but we have a team that's now at 18 different professionals across a whole range of areas, such as marketing, branding, licensing, and we also have a multi-platinum recording artist. So grab your phones real quick. See that QR code there in the upper right. If you want to download the product, that'll take you right to the App Store or the Google Play, depending upon what type of phone you have. And I will be in the networking room available to answer your questions. Thank you very much. What happened? Steve, you're muted. There you go. So
Still, there we go. All right. I should just keep myself unmuted. I'll be quiet, I promise. I was saying, Steve, great job, absolutely phenomenal job there. Ask your questions, everybody. Get these founders in conversation. Investors, these are the founders that you should be looking at. And without further ado, I'd like to bring up the very next founder who's looking at his phone, I think, Jesse Tayler. Are we ready to talk about Truanon? I think we are.
I am always ready to talk about Truanon.
This is true.
All right, let me just see if I can share my screen here. Hold on just a moment. We want window. Okay, see a simple slide then? Good. Let's go. So, thank you everybody for having me. By the way, this is a really terrific event and it's been a lot of fun. So this is the story of how identity fraud became a $3 trillion problem. Is there something wrong with audio or
No, Jerry, if it's possible, can you mute?
If you could find the mute button.
Yeah. Okay then. There we go. It's lots of fun here at the Venture Forward Summit.
Yeah, there's no mute button.
It's this little. It actually
right next to the camera.
Turning the speaker off, so it's a little bit of a misnomer icon down there.
All right, is that better?
Well, I can still hear you. Okay.
No.
Yeah, keep going, Jesse.
No little red button. Okay, all right. Just for Caden.
We're building the plane as we fly it, folks. We're building the plane as we fly it.
It's fine. I'll figure it. So, all right. So this really is the story of how identity fraud became a $3 trillion problem. And I want you to remember these crimes are not just banks and ad networks. And these fraudsters are targeting you, your family, and everybody that you know. Now, I'm sure you probably did not expect a list of human rights, but it turns out that you must address all three to solve the problem. Let me just walk you through. If you imagine Twitter were to let just anybody apply for a badge, not just famous people, but you and me, the wait for review would be 22 years. So the problem is not just the cost, or even the outrageous privacy violations. You could drag these guys before Congress. There is nothing that can handle this kind of volume. Our solution is automatic. Your members confirm their own identity without loss of privacy. And this means a more trusted environment. You know, securing your business is worth a lot of money. But the moral of this story is securing your future is worth more than money. So thank you. And I just want to say that I've noticed a lot of you in the audience are either users or you may even work at places like Craigslist, like Gust, like Angel Co. If you have profiles on your service, we all want to make the world a safer place. And you can start right now in your own backyard. So please do reach out.
Okay. Everybody can hear me. I'm actually getting a hang of this whole mute button situation. Thank you, Jesse. What a fantastic pitch. We are now going to move on, if she's ready, to Michelle Caira, formerly Fit Mama, Now Vivi Rocks coming to us from France, of all places. Shell, can you hear us? Maybe not. Maybe she's also struggling with the mute button. We'll see. Okay. So while Michelle works that out, perhaps we can go to Jerry. Are you and Audrey ready, or do you want to wait a little more while?
I don't see Audrey on the screen. She was taking a break.
Okay. So if that's the case, Ted, let's go to Ted. Fan favorite Ted Finn. Let's hear about your startup. Like, what? Okay. Ted, can you hear us? We can't hear you though. That's pretty strange. Interesting. Okie doke. Thank you. Audrey, it seems so. Audrey is here. Jerry's here. Okay. We're getting things started here. All right, let's go to Floel because we got the team here, the Floel Dream Team. Let's do it.
Okay, so just to clarify, is it just hitting switch for the slide?
Yep. So if you look right next to your camera, if you look next to your camera icon, there should be another icon. That's how you share your screen.
Okay.
And you should be good to go.
Can people see the slide?
Nothing yet. Should be right. That's quite okay.
How about now?
Nothing yet. Yeah, it's right. I'm just going to try it out here too. Yeah, just click it and it should say, a window should pop up saying, choose what to share. Entire screen, window, or Chrome tab, or depending on what browser you're using. Thank you, Margie. Thank you, Maureen. I see you guys in the chat there, providing moral support. So maybe while we're getting this figured out, Michelle, are you back and are you able to hear us? Because we can see you. Okay, so let's
Hi there. I can hear you, but I don't know how good my signal is. Can you hear me?
Yes. Oh, wait. Audrey, we see your screen. If you could just
don't share the whole desktop because you go into a time warp and you may never return. Just share a window with your presentation.
Got to be careful about those time warps.
Yeah, just pick the correct window and it'll populate in our screen.
Any luck? Can you see it?
Not yet. You had it, but this is why we're in the startup industry. We're always adapting and iterating as we go.
I'm just happy to do the presentation without, if that's the case.
I mean, we can see you, we can hear you, and Jerry's here as well. You've got the Floel team. So yeah, why don't you guys just take it away?
Hello, everyone. It's great to be here today. I am Audrey Steinberg, a physical therapist, and I'm here today to talk about urinary incontinence, which is a big problem for women. Floel has a great solution. This affects 1 billion incontinent women worldwide. When she's about to sneeze, cough, or laugh, the goal is to block urine flow. When a normally open valve senses a rise in abdominal pressure, it closes the opening through which urine flows. Clinically, this valve has been tested. A woman was found to leak 34 milliliters of urine without the valve and 0 with the valve in place. This is a great opportunity for investors with a total addressable market of $2 trillion per year, a double-digit return on investment, gross margin of 80%, and this valve is reimbursable now via insurance companies. Floel has a 5-year exit strategy with an acquisition of $1.3 billion. For more information or questions, please feel free to reach out to me, Audrey Steinberg, at asteinberg@floel.com, or my colleague, Dr. Jerrold Shapiro, at shapiro@floel.com, or 508-875-3993. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Audrey. And everybody, this was, Audrey's very first time doing something like this. I thought it was a fabulous, fabulous pitch. I want to give Jerry a chance in case you have any follow-ups or add-ons you want to add there, Jerry. And then, of course, we're asking the audience to ask their questions and get into conversation with you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay. For the investors, our focus is really on the women that need to be dry, but we're also looking at $2 trillion a year of a total addressable market and a very high return on your investment. So not only can you do well, you can do good with Floel.
Great. All right. So once again, my call to action for every investor out there. These startups have worked super hard all throughout the years, building their ventures. They're coming at you from all over the world. Please get in touch with them. And yeah, let's have a great rest of the event here. So I would love to move on to Ted. Are you there? Okay, just unmute. Well, it's so sticky, it's okay. Just try to hit it again. We can. Why can't we hear you? No joy. Did you do it? Interesting. Okay. What's that all about? While we wait for Michelle and some of the others to, log back in here, I'm going to take a quick look at the chat here. Let's go into the session. Very cool product. Okay, let's go to the Q&A section. Any questions? No, none just yet. So, yeah, Ted, if you want to try to maybe log out, try to log back in, get the audio situation all sorted out. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, and while we're waiting, let's open the conversation back up and let's see.
I want to say a quick shout out.
If anybody else has anything they want to add about their startups, you got plenty of free time here.
I want to say a quick shout out to my mom who just tuned in. She's an investor, and she is it proves that even the octogenarians can handle the tech. Say hi, everybody. Come on.
Hello. What's going on, Mama? Very nice.
I think she's just in watch mode. I don't want to take too many chances here. You know what moms are like.
I think can you hear me now, Steve?
Yes. Look at that. Steve's mom to the rescue. Love it. And Michelle's back as well. Man, thank you so much. Got that all going on. Ted, take it away. Let's hear about the amazing startup you've been working on, buddy.
Hi, I'm Ted Finn. I'm co-founder of Innovative Wellness Systems, IWS. We are building a future where shoes are smart and optimize human movement, health, and performance with data. Biomechanical disorders cost $316 billion a year here in the US alone. We're building the WellSole, a smart insole, which is a data collection platform and mobile gait lab right under your feet. IWS has partnered with the University of Massachusetts in Amherst. We have received non-dilutive funding to engineer, calibrate, and validate the WellSole data, our secret sauce. We have recruited a world-class team of doctors, clinicians, engineers, and entrepreneurs. We will market the WellSole as a B2B SaaS solution and decision support tool for clinicians for remote patient monitoring. I spent 30 years in the footwear business, made nearly 100 million pairs of shoes and insoles in 12 different countries. And today we are partnering with early stage investors on favorable terms to accelerate the business. Please join us on this mission to optimize human movement with data. Thank you.
Thank you. Love that. What a great startup. So once again, everybody, if you have any burning questions for our founders, you can use chat, you can use the Q&A function. We have networking tables set up all over the place. These founders are going to be migrating all throughout the ecosystem. Catch them if you can. And we are going to wait for Michelle a little bit. While we do that, I'm going to share my screen because I have something I want to show you guys. So, okay, entire screen. Yeah, it looks like you guys, Jerry and Audrey, looks like you got Florence wanting you to share the link to your website here on the chat. So while we're doing that, I'm going to share my screen. Whoops, I think I'm going to get the matrix effect here.
I have one
Who's
more
this?
to
This
share.
is- Oh, somebody has something else to share? What was that? Okay. This is Rachel Kosser. She couldn't make it here today. We're going to listen to what she's been working on and look at her cool tool up there on the screen, known as the Virtual Sapien Sidekick. Let's take a listen. Let me make sure I take this out so you can hear me.
Hello, my name is Rachel Kosser. I am CEO and co-founder at Virtual Sapiens.
Okay, that's a little glitchy.
There's something a little different about my Zoom screen from what I'm used to. I'm actually using our Virtual Sapiens Sidekick, which is a in-call communication coach. It's layered on top of my Zoom call so that I can immediately receive feedback, both positive, which you'll see in just a moment with some of the class, that I should get based on the way that I'm communicating with you on video now, as well as nudges and corrections that you can actually course correct behavior as you're on your video. Things like speaking and looking into the lens, speaking and using your hand gestures effectively, having an upright and open posture, making sure that you don't start to lose awareness and shift in your screen, things that can be detrimental to the overall message and delivery of that message. So you'll see some of those presence points there. At Virtual Sapiens, we're using AI technology to provide you with this scalable in-call coaching. We want to meet professionals where they are, on Zoom, on Teams, Google Meet, and to provide them with this quality communication that's often reserved for the uppermost employees at an organization. We believe that communication skills are essential to being an empowered professional in our current world of work. We're thrilled to be able to provide that quality communication coaching at scale here at Virtual Sapiens.
All right, everybody. I'm not sure if you're able to see. Whoa. Hey, give me a minute here. What is going on? We're in the matrix, everybody. I'm not sure if you're able to see or hear that very well. I know there's kind of a little bit of depreciation, but we'll be including that in some other places as well. To all of our other startups also that couldn't make it, whether due to technical difficulties or just being a founder and, the founder lifestyle, I'm going to make sure that the article that Jason wrote about our top 21 is shared freely, along with all their contact information for investors to get in touch with them. So we have 2 minutes, well, a little bit under 2 minutes to go here. Any closing thoughts from our founders? We can just go around and share some final reflections.
I have a 3-second bold video you can see.
Okay.
I'm
Feeling
kidding.
kind of bullish about that one, Kurt.
Oh, well done. Well played.
Well, it's just been an interesting journey, and I'm so appreciative just looking at what everybody's done. And, some of your presentations are terrific. Keep it up, as I've said. And our great speaker who was on before us, keep practicing.
Oh, wait, it looks like we have another founder here who's joined us. I didn't plan this.
Hi, I just hadn't worked out that I couldn't be on stage. That I wasn't on stage. So.
Oh, Audrey, if you could. Now we're finally seeing your screen. This is a wild event, everybody.
Oh my gosh.
At the very end here, Amanda, yeah, we got about 47 seconds to go. Omnique, so with greatest vintage jewelry, go ahead.
Well, I'm going to be really quick. I actually have COVID, so it's probably my COVID brain that left me sitting on the sidelines and not realizing. But yes, I am a serial entrepreneur with a tech background, and I love a business, and as it turns out, vintage jewelry. So I started a vintage jewelry platform in November 2020. We've had about 130 pieces of press. We did over a healthy 6 figures in sales. We've had Lady Gaga wearing our jewelry to the premiere of House of
seconds.
Gucci. We've had a department store offer us a concession in their space, and we are looking for funding. So come and find me in the meeting rooms.
Nice. Look at that. That was beautiful. Very nice, everybody. Thank you. All right, let's keep going. All right, so have a good one, everyone. Let's keep enjoying the summit. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for this, Steve.
Thank you.